Hey there, Soul Tribe. It's the Joy Healer, Kathy Weiss. I help people like you find deep fulfillment and lasting freedom at the level of your soul, which is joy. I am coming to you live from my reading room here on the central coast of California, and I've got your weekly energy reading for the week of April 20th through the 26th, 2020. And just in case, you know what? There maybe like I just feel like maybe there might be an F-bomb or two in here today. And if you have sensitive ears or there are people around you with sensitive ears and you want to pop in your earbuds, that might be a wise decision. So here we are, April 20th. In the state of California, we have been sheltering at home for a little over 30 days in light of the global coronavirus pandemic. And it looks like, at least here in California, we're going to go at least another 15 days, if not another 30. And so, right? I'm going to use this metaphor of a car, like not accident, but like almost car accident, to explain the waves of emotion that keep rising up. And what's been interesting, at least the last 2 weeks, is I have felt a shift in the energetic waves coming on Fridays. So last Monday, when I was talking about the grief in the collective energy, it really had kicked in the Friday before that. So I'm going to be talking today about self-doubt, and the self-doubt in the collective energy really did kick in around last Friday. And I'm like, oh yeah, wait about the energy healing. I'm going to do energy healing today, but after I talk about the self-doubt, because I want to heal some of the self-doubt for you before we go into the rest of the messages for this week. So imagine that you're cruising along in your car and all of a sudden somebody cuts you off and you slam on the brakes and like you get like so close and all the stuff in your car is flying around and like come to a stop. Well, in the first moments, things are still flying around. That was sort of like when we went into shelter in place. We were like, oh my God, what the fuck? Okay, and then we stopped and our hearts are racing and we're looking around and it's like, Jesus Christ, what the shit just happened, right? And then we're like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. But then we started looking around our car and like maybe the coffee fell over and spilled and I don't know, your purse, like all the stuff in your purse came out. Maybe something actually like fell down and broke. And so there was like some grief and some loss, like, oh, crap happened. That sucks. That's where we were last week. And now behind that is this huge wave of self-doubt in the collective energy. And it's sort of like, if we go with this like car metaphor, did I do something wrong? Was it my fault that I almost got into a car accident? Or that maybe you did get into a car accident. Did I do something wrong that made the coffee spill? Should I have gotten the coffee in the first place? What's wrong with me? Why am I drinking so much coffee, right? And so we're in this place right now because everything has stopped. Right? In this metaphor of like the almost car accident, at first we're just in like that emergency mode. But after a few moments, in this stillness is when we start to take stock. And so now that for many of us, we've been in this sort of externally imposed stillness for a while, we can look around and start to take stock of things. And what's coming up is self-doubt. Am I living my best life? Am I living a joyful life? Am I living a life that's satisfying and fulfilling? And the word that I keep hearing a lot from many, many, many of you beautiful Soul Tribe members who reach out and comment either in private or in emails or things like that with me about what we've been discussing the last few weeks is that what many of us are really seeking is fulfillment. And so we're starting to rise into a self-doubt phase. Am I living a life that is fulfilling? Where is my responsibility to my past? Where's my responsibility to my present? Where's my responsibility to my future? And the one thing I can tell you is you can't, like, the past is what it is. Even if you doubt the things that you've done in the past, they're already done. But you can use self-doubt, and you can transform self-doubt into simple action by letting it be the thing that points an arrow right back to your heart. Because I guarantee you, my beautiful friends, when you are in alignment with your heart and your soul's purpose, when you are deliberately pursuing a life that is fulfilling to you and that provides you with a sense of freedom, self-doubt doesn't arise. So when you're starting to look at the self-doubt that may be percolating, it's just a sweet, loving arrow to come back into your heart and to follow and trust the wisdom there. And so you can use that information to inform you to make new or different or better, more aligned decisions going forward. And going forward can mean just in this day. And going forward might mean the next 30 days. And going forward might mean what happens after the next 30 days. Do you want to go back to how you were before? Do you not want to? And if you don't want to, how can you do that? There's a lot of philosophical questions, and some of them are in your newsletter that comes right behind the live video. So make sure that you have joined that over there at thejoyhealer.com, and you can grab a free mini clairvoyant message along the way when you sign up for the newsletter. So know that your self-doubt is a beautiful, loving signpost for you to remember to make choices from your heart. And then your head brain is the logistics of it. My heart says, I know I need to do blah. Okay, cool. Now my head can get involved. So what I'd like to do right now is soothe any self-doubt that is arising for you, and to invite a sense of compassion for yourself or for people around you. Maybe you're not so much in self-doubt right now, but you're witnessing it in the people around you that you love so dearly. And so this energy healing is going to help soothe and invite compassion for yourself and for others as we are in this wave of that particular energy in the collective, okay? So if you would like to receive some energy healing, you can just have your hands open towards the camera, or down on your lap or by your side body. And if you're just more interested in observing or starting to figure that out, you can just place your hands palms down or make soft little fists to not receive that today. But I'm feeling really strongly this beautiful light pink color, like rose quartz. For those of you who enjoy using crystals, I'm going to say that the crystal of the week is going to be rose quartz, and I'm super bummed I didn't grab some right before I started. When energy healing flows, you might feel warmth, you might feel a gentle tingling, you might feel a sense of lightness energetically or emotionally. You might feel nothing. Those are all valid responses. I feel often a little bit of a pulsation in my hands, and today, like right from the center of my palms is where I feel the energy flowing for you. One more second. Like I don't feel quite compelled to disconnect that yet. Okay, hands down if you received or did not receive. Guys, if you have questions or comments along the way, make sure you post them down here so that I can help you out. I have your channeled messages today, and they support the concept of self-doubt and transforming self-doubt. And the messages came through about a week ago, but there was so much grief in the collective energy last week that these messages didn't feel quite aligned, but they feel much more aligned this week. So check it out, listen, and I think I'm gonna like sort of drop extra info in there as I read what I channeled for you. and be a little bit playful and lighthearted with it, okay? So it says, now more than ever, be impeccable with your word. Florence Scovel Shinn is an amazing law of attraction type author who wrote the many different books about 100 years ago. And what she said is, your word is your wand, like a magic wand. So you create magic and the reality of your world with the words that you speak. And I've got her book right here. I'm going to pick a snippet out of it in a second, okay? But let me finish the channeled messages and then we'll do that. It'll be fun. So your word is your wand. You create magic and you create your reality with the words that you speak. The Upanishads, which I like to think of as like groovy yoga love poems, say this: watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. So very similar, but even backing up before your words are your thoughts. And this idea, again, that you're going to create your entire life and your entire reality by the way you think and the way you speak out into the world. So the channeled message continues, while some of you are in lockdown, which by the way sucks, and behaving like animals locked in a cage, others are in freedom, exploring and enjoying the beauty of the world and their surroundings, finding their creative powers, and honoring the truth in their hearts. Be impeccable with your words, for they can create reality and can trap you in limited belief or set you into freedom and relief. If you're walking around saying, oh my God, this sucks ass so hard, I hate every second of it, then every second of it is going to suck and be hard and terrible. But if you're walking around saying, oh, this is an opportunity for me to release the self-doubt, to express my grief. This is an opportunity for me to reconnect with the things that I love and enjoy that I had forgotten because I got so busy doing other stuff. Be impeccable with your words. Everyone will judge me or criticize me. Everyone is fearful right now. Really? Like our guides are saying, really? Are these words the way you limit and squash your own emotional reality? Is what you mean to say, I am afraid. I am afraid of my own criticism. I'm afraid of my own judgment. I am the one who is fearful. Because especially when we drop down the everyone bomb, you guys, that's like total crap. And here's how I know. I'm part of everyone, and I will not criticize or judge you if you are having any emotional response to our current world situation. I will not criticize or judge you if you decide to completely 180 your life and come back to your heart. Like none of that. So be impeccable with your words. I'm concerned that someone will judge me. I'm actually more concerned of my own judgment. Or maybe list like the 3 human beings that might potentially judge you and then ask yourself, why am I giving them stewardship of my life? That's strong. That was powerful. Like I wanted to get pissed for you. Like, why am I giving someone else stewardship of my life? Let me finish the messages. It says, when you take ownership of your words, you take ownership and become the steward of your life. Oh, aha! I just like totally riffed on that and it came out the same. When you take ownership of your words, you take ownership and become the steward of your life. So do you want to create another 15 or 30 days of sheltering at home and all kinds of awesome stuff? Or do you want to create 30 more days of lockdown, locked in a cage? Do you want to create 30 more days of reconnection and healing and allowing yourself the full expression of human emotion? Or do you want to create 30 more days of numbed out bullshit? I mean, either way, like the universe is like, we don't care. We just want to get excited about it, okay? But know that the way that you're speaking right now about this global pandemic, the way you're speaking about your life situation is creating your reality. And so in the self-doubt, if you want to transform self-doubt, it's by choosing words that elevate and uplift yourself. And if you can look at the areas where you were in self-doubt and say, okay, now I know better, I'm going to do better, you will. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. One of my favorite affirmations. But I'm feeling like let's be playful with the Florence Scovel Shinn book that I mentioned towards the beginning. And if you missed it, go back and listen. But Florence Scovel Shinn writes these amazing books about, or wrote, not writes, this is 100 years ago, y'all. She wrote amazing, amazing, energetically aligned information. And I have got like so much stuff marked in this book because it's just so amazing. I'm going to randomly flip to one that will serve us all in healing and transforming our self-doubt into action of being aligned with our hearts and our joy and our fulfillment. Let me just like feel into that. It's a little, let's see. Oh, this is so good because, okay, a lot of our self-doubt, what I'm feeling from you guys, a lot of our self-doubt comes from looking back at the past. Did I make the right choices? Did I do the right thing for myself and my family? Blah, blah, blah. Or did I F it all up? And what this says is, if the wrong cannot be righted, its effect can be neutralized by doing someone a kindness in the present. So when you're self-doubting your past, the only way to right it is by doing things that are now in alignment with your heart in the present moment. That's how you heal the past and how you create a new future. I hear you guys understood that, and that part of the message is complete. So let's grab a mermaid oracle card today. And I chose the mermaids this week because the emotions that have been prevalent the last couple weeks and that I feel are going to continue for, I'm hearing 30 days. Sorry. Oh, I mean, trust me, I'm right there with you if it's going to be another 30 days of sheltering at home. But again, it's like, how do we choose to make that beautiful? How do we choose to make it awesome? I've been reconnecting myself with things that I truly love and enjoy that I've sort of forgotten about for a while. And I feel so good, you guys. I feel amazing in that way. And I'm dropping off things that I realize don't work for me and don't feel good for me. And it's just fucking rad. And it doesn't mean I'm not having the emotions, right? The emotions are waves in the ocean right now, and they're gonna rise and they're gonna fall, and they're gonna rise and they're gonna fall. And so that's why I chose the mermaids, is because I feel like we're just gonna keep washing through emotions, and the way that we heal them is to express them and give them word and let them move through our systems. Okay, we're nice and super shuffled, and right down there it is. Our card for today is the magic of the Kohelin Druith. Caution, secrecy, and wary. I love the painting or the image on the card. I kind of want to like turn that into a poster in my bathroom or something. But I'm super unfamiliar with this card. The magic of caution. Oh, okay. I had to sit with the message for a moment to see why it came up for us today. But so caution, secrecy, and wary. When we are at a pivot point, which is what it feels like for the collective right now, we're moving through these waves of emotion. We're in the wave of self-doubt, but we're healing and transforming our self-doubt and moving towards something new or realigned. Maybe it's more a reconnection to who we used to be in the past, or a creation of who we've always wanted to be that we have not yet. It can sometimes be wise to like nurture that like a tender infant not ready to be out in the world. Makes sense? So use some caution in who and how you reveal new or reconnected elements of yourself. until they're fully established and fully formed. And all I can say is that, as I was kind of discussing with you guys just a second ago, my own sort of reconnection to my heart and my own recognition of things I was doing that wasn't serving me, I didn't tell you what those were. Right? Like that. Like, nurture that until it's really settled in yourself. Then you can start to share. It's time for you to create a symbol of who you are in your heart. It may be that you wish to dye your hair or transform your appearance in some way. Rock on, now's the time to do it, right? Or you might wish to lose weight or shape your body, more healthful exercise. It may be that you've adopted a more conservative appearance to suit you. But the card is here to tell you that to determine your wellness, it's time to, oh, hang on, sorry, I lost my spot on the page. It's just time to choose how you wish to interact. And it's about being really careful. Like, you can choose to be 100% in alignment with your wellness. And there's so many aspects and layers of your wellness. But you want to choose how you bring that out into the world until it is fully settled within you. Okay, I'm hearing our messages are complete. It was like a total cutoff. You guys got it this week. But if you have questions or comments, please shoot them down here for me. I am 100% right here to support and guide and reassure you through the next little, I mean, all the time, but this next little bit of like continued emotional waves, I'm right here for you and with you and feeling what's going on in the collective energy. And so I can interpret and guide you through it a little bit more. So please feel free to reach out and just know that I love you and value and cherish and appreciate you. And you're doing good. You're really doing good. Okay. I will see you next week for another weekly energy reading. Bye.